Yes, it has been a while since I've made a video, but I am back and I'm here with my review of the new Tom Hardy film Venom. Now, this is following Eddie Brock, who Tom Hardy plays, as a reporter who's investigating a billionaire tech genius, Carlton Drake, played by Riz Ahmed, who has discovered a number of alien creatures known as symbiotes that he hopes to use to bond with humanity and create a whole new race of human beings. But during Eddie Brock's investigation, he's infected with one of these symbiotes and becomes the alien entity known as Venom. Now, a lot of fans were concerned about the fact that this was going to be about one of Spider-Man's most recognizable villains, and it was not going to feature Spider-Man. And I have to say that this is one of the least of the film's problems, because it is kind of messy in how everything is set up. Things move either too slowly or too quickly, and there's a lot that you could say is wrong with the film without even touching on the fact that it doesn't feature Spider-Man. Bearing that in mind, it is still sort of a fun film that you could enjoy for some of its sillier aspects, especially once Eddie Brock bonds with the symbiote and has to start adjusting to hearing this voice in his head and having these cravings for live flesh as a food source. And there are so many moments in the film where Venom and Eddie are arguing with one another in Eddie's head, and Venom just wants to eat everyone's head in sight. It's really silly, and it's still a fun movie to watch. I think there's a little bit of camp to it that never goes so overboard that you feel like it's unbearable, and sometimes things get pulled back really easily. There's a lot of fun action scenes in it, especially once Eddie has to escape his apartment and get tracked down by Carlton Drake's mercenaries. And this was a fun motorcycle chase sequence where the symbiote is trying to help Eddie along and avoid accidents, and it's fun the way some of the action in that scene takes place. Other times it does get a little messy and you do kind of struggle to figure out what you're looking at, and that's obviously going to be a drawback for a lot of people. But I think everyone is kind of on the same page, which kind of makes the film work. Like, Riz Ahmed is playing just this great evil version of Elon Musk, which I guess most people would probably argue is the actual Elon Musk. And Michelle Williams is admittedly just there for the paycheck, and it's kind of funny that she's admitted this in the press, but at the same time, she's got a lot of good chemistry in her scenes with Tom Hardy, so I'm not going to fault her so much for that, because she's a great actress, and she definitely doesn't get her due as much as she should. But for folks that really were dead set on hating the movie, I don't think there's that much for you to hate. There's probably more for you to be just kind of meh on and disappointed by. So if you're still on the fence about seeing it, I would definitely say wait for cable or streaming. But there are probably a few instances where if you saw it with a bunch of friends, you'd probably have a lot of fun with the comedic aspects of it. And yeah, it's a fun movie to watch if you have a group of people to watch it with. I definitely wouldn't recommend seeing it alone, but we'll probably end up seeing another one because it actually killed the box office for the month of October. So all the haters who did not want this movie to succeed, I'm terribly sorry, but not really.